Plant lovers, welcome back to my channel, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about a special plant which is truly a breathtaking tropical plant that can bring a touch of paradise right into your home. It's known for its lush, vibrant fronds and graceful appearance, which can instantly, I'm sure, transport you to a tranquil tropical oasis. And I'm sure you must have seen a lot of varieties of palms in garden centers. But in today's video, I'm going to be talking about Majesty palm, which is considered as a challenging houseplant by houseplant experts. Because of its certain needs or particular requirements, it's not that easy to keep it thriving in your homes, but I have been able to do it successfully so far. So I'm going to be sharing some care tips which I am following rigorously, and this plant, believe me guys, has been doing great. So before diving into care tips, I'm gonna share some fun facts about this plant. They belong to Madagascar, which is in Africa, meaning these plants are tropical plants. They love humid and tropical climate. They can grow up to 80 feet tall in their natural native habitat, but once you grow them in containers, you would see them growing about 8 feet tall. And they are slow growers, and they like slightly acidic soil. So light is the crucial thing for all the house plants. In case of Majesty palm, I would recommend, they love bright indirect light. So try to find a place in your home where they can receive bright indirect light throughout the day. Make sure avoid keeping this plant in direct contact of sun or intense bright sun. They cannot tolerate. You will see scorching on the leaves. The leaves corners might turn brown because of the intense sun, so avoid keeping them in direct sun. For my plant, I have placed this plant in a north facing window where it is receiving bright indirect light throughout the day. And one thing also, just keep in mind that these plants also have a tendency to lean towards light. So what I do is that I just keep on rotating my this plant every 15 days so that all its fronds get even light from all the sides. And also here is a point to remember that these plants, they are not tolerant of cold temperatures, especially frost. So just provide them a warm and stable environment. Try to keep them away from cold windows or drafts. Again, watering is a tricky part, so I would recommend always check the soil before watering your plant. There are three different ways you can lift up the planter. If it feels light in weight, it means your plant needs water, or you can poke a stick in 2 inches deep into the soil. If it comes out clear, or you can use your finger, just put it down in the soil. If it comes out clear, meaning your plant needs water, or if you see some soil on your finger, then don't water your plant. Or the third thing is that you can use a moisture meter. If it's showing on the drier side, it means that your plant needs water. But again, I would emphasize that check the soil before watering your plant. I water my Majesty palm once in a week during spring and summer, and once in every 2 weeks during fall and winters. And here is a point to remember, they are high humidity loving plants. So in case the humidity is low in your home, especially during winter it happens, then what you can do is either you can use a humidifier to increase the humidity levels, or you can club 2 3 tropical plants together so that they can create humidity for themselves. Or the best thing you can do is use a pebble tray. Just simply get a tray and put some rocks on top and fill it with water. Put your plant on top of the rocks. Make sure that your plant should not be sitting on water, it should be above. If you want to see your Majesty palm growing and thriving indoors, then give them a good, well draining, organically rich potting soil. You can use any basic potting mix, or a tropical mix, or a cacti mix, or in general potting mix. You can add some perlite for drainage, it will help with the aeration and drainage, or cocoa coir, peat moss, some bark chips. So all these stuff will make a good potting mix for your plant. And for fertilizing, I would say you can use any organic liquid fertilizer and just fertilize your plant once in every growing season. Avoid fertilizing your plant during winter. It's the resting period for your plant, so just keep in mind. Sometimes you might see your plant leaves turning yellow or brown. If they are yellow, it may be due to less light or maybe watering issues, overwatering or underwatering. It could be related to humidity or nutrient deficiency. Or if you see them turning brown, it could be related to underwatering, or you might be exposing your plant to direct sunlight. So make sure identify the reasons and then act upon it. And what you can do with these leaves is that just snip them away, take a nice and clean pair of scissors or shears and prune them. Don't prune them all the way down to the base, but just cut them off from the corners like this. Also, here is a point to remember: if you have a Majesty palm, or let's say any other palm in your home, just make sure to wipe off all the fronds once in every month. Don't let any debris or particles or dust sit on the plant fronds, because they will disrupt with the photosynthesis process. So all you need to do is just get a damp cloth and wipe all the way down. Do it gently, nicely. So what happens is that it improves the optimal photosynthesis activity, and as a result you would see your plant would look more beautiful, more green. And generally these plants need to be repotted in every 2 to 3 years, but still if you see roots coming out from the bottom, then it means your plant needs repotting. Get a size bigger planter than the previous one and get a well draining organically rich potting mix and repot your plant. And if you see any pest attack on your plant, then treat them with insecticidal soap, or you can use neem oil. Just dilute it with water, add few drops of dish soap and mix it well, spray around the leaves, and it will help the plant. So those were my simple yet effective plant care tips about Majesty palm. And if you are planning to bring this plant home, then I would suggest get a healthy plant with healthy trunk and more fronds, because these are slow growers. And one of my plant's fronds took about 3 to 4 months to open up, so just keep in mind, go for a healthy, more lushy, green and vibrant plant. And I hope your plant would grow well and bring a lot of fresh air, green vibes into your space. So if you really like this video, find this video helpful, give a thumbs up, do subscribe to my channel and share this video as much as you can. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, stay happy and happy planting.